Guys, it is back day, one of my favorite days. I'm actually gonna try Unstoppable USA. So I'm the first person to try this, and I'm gonna see if it gives me a crazy workout, which I'm after. So let's have a look. Should I do 2 scoops? I'm gonna do 1.5. Well, it tastes good. Let's go. As with every exercise, or most exercises, I always say, start with the bar, get the movement correct before start putting weight on. Bent-over rows used to be a staple in my back day exercises, but you know, now I deadlift at the beginning of most back exercises. I don't like to do the 2 on the same day because that's a lot of stress on the lower back. So I'm either going to deadlift or I'm going to do a bent over row. It's either or. I won't necessarily do a deadlift into a back bent over row. So it's been a while since I've done it, but on a very good day, could get up to 4 plates. So we'll see how this set goes with a 3 plate and work from there. If you guys are wondering what this is, it's a gum shield. Why would you wear a gum shield to train? Well, if you clench your teeth like I do when it gets heavy, you don't want to break your teeth or push them out. So that's why I got a gum shield on for the heavy sets. So as you see there, we did 1 plate, 2 plate, no, we did 1, 1.5, 2, we did the 3 plate, did the 3.5, did the 3.5 twice actually, and we're going back down to the 3 plate. So as you guys know, I do high volume. That means a lot of sets, a lot of heavy sets. So you know, the 3 plate and the 3.5 are the heavy sets. So they would constitute of about 4 of the sets, you know, and then I also work my way back down. So high volume.
What would be more effective, barbell or dumbbell bent over rows?
For rows?
Yeah, for rows.
I always say it's a mix of different rows, different pull downs for back day. Back day normally start with deadlifts, nice big compound exercise. Today decided to start with bent over rows because I haven't done them for a while, so you know, it was nice to start with them. But yeah, then you want to do a combination of pull downs and rows. Your lat pull down, your basic lat pull down is a staple in a back day exercise. We're going to get onto that after this. You know, barbell rows, single arm rows, I wouldn't say one is better than the other. I would say to mix and match, and you know, do one day, do another the other. You know, yeah, it's not really about better. It's about just getting different angles, you know. So I do single arm rows. I love single arm rows. You know, I always do single arm rows. But I would mix between doing a bent over row or a single arm row. I wouldn't necessarily do both on the same day, you know, because I want to hit other angles. I want to hit a lat pull down wide. I want to hit a lat pull down close, or I might even hit a lat pull down reverse, you know. So yeah.
I guess it's important to always switch up with a...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I always say that there are a few staple exercises, like your deadlift and your barbell bench press and your regular barbell squats, etc. They're your staples. They should be in your routine regardless. But then there's loads of other exercises to mix and match. High rep set to finish, I think that was like a 20, you know. So when people ask, oh, what rep range should I be doing? For me, I get a mix. I'll do a lightweight to start off with. As I always say, I like to warm up. So, you know, I even start with a bar, but yeah, 1 plate for 20 reps. Second set was I did a 10 on, that was for 15. Then we did 2 plates for 12. And then we just went up and up and up. Sometimes I'd even go to like a 3 rep or 4 rep, even with this exercise, but today I wasn't feeling it, so I just did the 3.5 plates for 6 reps, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much my strategy with most things. Okay, so we're done here. Gonna move on to Lat Pulldown. A typical mistake that people make with this exercise is when they start light, because there's like not that much weight on it, they just throw it around, so they'll pull it all the way down there. That's not where the exercise, that's not how you do the exercise. This exercise, you're supposed to pull it just below your chin, there, and then come back up. Even if your range can take you all the way down there, you don't want to be down there. You want controlled reps just below your chin.
Are you meant to touch the chest or not?
Yeah, you can touch your chest, but the idea is just to get it below your chin. Just below your chin, like that.
So do you do 8 sets, or do you do like 3 sets going up too heavy and then kind of go back down again? Or?
It's not set, it's not rigid. It's not rigid like that. It's basically warm-up sets, heavy sets, and then a few to finish off. So that's just the basic principles. The number of those heavy sets isn't specified. For example, if I go heavy and I'm feeling real good, I might do 5 sets of heavy weight, even going up. It depends how I'm feeling, you know. But the general rule is I'm warming up, I go heavy, and then I go back down. But it's not set like, I won't be like, oh, two heavy sets or 3 heavy sets. It's, for as long as I've got that energy, I want to bang it out, for as long as I've got the energy. So if I can keep going and keep getting those reps and getting the sets in, I'll keep doing it. So even the 8 sets sometimes isn't as rigid. It can go up to 10, even more, you know, just depending on how I'm feeling. Yeah.
And what would be classed as a heavy set? Like what rep wise? Like,
oh, rep wise. Oh, okay. A 4 to 6 rep. Yeah, would be heavy. You know, I should say a 1 to 6, because sometimes I'll go for a 1 rep max. Not an exercise like this, because that would be silly to do a 1 rep max on a lat pull down. But on some exercises, like a deadlift, for example, even a bench press, yeah, like a 1.
Real compound.
Yeah, the compound movements.
What would be a typical rest time between sets?
Oh, good question. Rest time. I've never had a set rest time, you know, like a 60 seconds or 1 minute. I basically rest for as long as I need to perform the set effectively. So If I need a longer break, I'll take longer, because I know that I want to perform the set to the best of my ability. Do you get what I mean? So if I don't have the energy to go back in, there's no point doing it, because I'm not going to get the reps that I'm after. You know, so I won't rest for too long, but I'll rest enough that I can perform the set effectively. You know, it's funny because people are always looking for the magic exercise. So people will ask, what's the best exercise for back, for wide back, etc., and things like that. The things they don't consider is the foundations, like your lat pull down, for example, are used for a reason. And it's not necessarily that there's other varying factors with a basic exercise like this, because I could do this and someone else could do this and say, you know, I do lat pull down. Why isn't my back, like, you know, growing, etc. What it is, it's all to do with consistency. It's also to do with intensity and volume. So for example, I could have done this exercise and done 3 to 4 sets and I'll be finished now. Instead, what set am I on now? Probably 5th or 6th set. You know, there's differences even in basic things like this, you know, volume, you know. And so I could have done 3 or 4 sets of 12 and then moved on. You know, there'll be a difference between someone doing 3 or 4 sets of 12 and me doing 8 sets of varying weight to real heavy, you know, that make the difference. So little things can make a difference, you know.
So what do you typically do, about 4 exercises each workout?
Yeah, about 4 exercises. So some people are like, just 4 exercises? It's like, yeah, 4 exercises, 8 to 10 sets, try that.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I get a lot of emails, people asking, how do I get my back wider? My back has no thickness, etc., has no width to it. And what I've got to say to you is, especially to the younger guys that are training, it will come in time. I remember when I'd already been training for a few years and I just didn't have that width on my back. And you know, I used to think, why do I not have a big back? Like, I mean, I train back just like everyone else trains back. But I think it's just time and consistency, because obviously, in time, I've now got, you know, a quite formidable back, you know, and it's just staying consistent, making sure you're doing the right things. So, you know, for the width, you're gonna go for pull downs, you know, and for thickness. So always remember, width is pull downs, wide pull downs, you know, the exercise I'm doing right now, lat pull downs, etc. And then for thickness, remember, it's all the rolls, you know, so the bent over roll, seated roll, dumbbell roll, to give you that real thickness, you know. So basically, I'm just saying, don't worry, it will come. Do the right things, be patient, and it will come. It's not gonna come overnight, you know, it's gonna take a while, but you know, it will come. Yeah, so now there's a lot of people I admire in the industry. Jay Cutler, you know, I admired from afar, from knowing about him, and then after meeting him, like, fantastic guy, you know, one of the most down-to-earth people, always, you know, like very friendly, you know, and always ready to have a good conversation, you know, genuine conversation, you know. People like Ronnie, I think everyone looked up to Ronnie because Ronnie just set the bar in regards to absolute brute power and strength. Like, everyone was marveled by what Ronnie did, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of people in the industry that you know, I like. Mike Rashid is a friend of mine. he's been inspirational to me in regards of his business mind, you know. So I've looked up to what he's done in the industry as well, you know. So there's a lot of people, you know, but there isn't necessarily one person that I'll say this is the person I've modeled myself on, or, you know, been inspired by. But there's a lot of people that I see what they're doing good things, and it's definitely inspirational, you know. A few people, so yeah. And that is a wrap. It was great shooting. We've got so much new stuff for you guys. The USA launch, the Europe launch, so much new apparel like this dope hoodie that I'm wearing. Yeah, look out for it, stay tuned, and watch out for my channels. Watch out for my channel so you see everything. Dedicated nutrition, US, Europe, coming soon. Wicked. Yo, so we're at Amsterdam airport. Long 2-hour drive. Was it 2 hours today? Or,
I think it's about 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours from Emmen to the airport. We just dropped our luggage off, put them in the lockers, and we're finally going to check out Amsterdam, because I've been here a few times and never actually got to check out Amsterdam. You have been, right?
A long time ago, but I didn't check it out properly, so.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an opportunity now to check out Amsterdam. We've got like about 2 hours, 2-3 hours before our flight, so checking it out.